just waiting in line to get into Huntsville State Park. It's 5:06, so the race starts in less than an hour. See a little traffic jam started behind us too.
Be right there.
To the left, 100 miles to the right. Then those signs are going to be repeated several times. So if you're in this 100-mile race and all you see is 100K distance signs, at some point you need to backtrack by about 10 meters because you missed your luck. But I don't believe in luck. Make it a good day. Have fun with it. Everybody, let's send them off in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah!
So, nice and easy start to the race so far. Trying to go a lot slower this time compared to my past races, just because I feel like I've blown up the last couple of races I've done. So my goal today is really just to try to keep it steady, not go out too fast, and then hopefully feel pretty good by the second half of the race. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so left the first aid station maybe 10 minutes ago. It's interesting because there's like a small out and back to get to that particular aid station because of all the rain. It was like really deep to get to the aid station to the point where water basically got up to your knee. So it's kind of exciting. A little spice at the beginning of the race. So then we'll have to do that essentially 10 times because the course is 5 loops. But then to get to that aid station, it's an out and back, so you have to do it 2 times for each of the laps. So I already went out, and so now just starting to come back. But then it's fun because this way you guys see more people out on the course. I think the whole out and back might be, I don't know, maybe like a mile or a mile and a half or so. It wasn't super long. Some of our PBTC friends, hello.
Hey, woo!
Yeah, so I came by myself, but I knew that there are some people from Prospect Park Track Club in New York who are also going to be here. So they were nice enough to let me put my stuff near where they would be. And that way it just makes it a little bit easier to have some friends that I can see throughout the day. So now everyone is spread out a lot more to the point where I'm not super close to anyone, either behind or above. So started raining just a little bit more again, and then we should be getting closer to the second aid station, which we'll hit at some point. Not really sure where it is. All right, so this looks like it might be the second aid station. So I should be at mile 9 or so, I think, at this point. So now we're coming up on the third aid station. And you can see it's just on the opposite side of the first aid station, so the two aid stations are adjacent. So the last aid station before I finish the first lap. Yeah. Hi friends. Oh, this part's pretty nice. Oh, as you can see, the actual lake now. And then over there is the start and finish line. So we're just slowly heading back over there, and then we'll be done with the first lap. Hi, thank you. All right, so coming up on the end of first lap here. Woo.
Keep it going.
So for the first lap, I ended up going a good bit slower than the maximum pace that I'd set for myself. I think my goal is just to try to feel as good as I can last lap. And so then for the first lap, I really didn't want to go any faster than 9:30 pace. But I ended up actually being closer, say, to like 10:30 pace. And I think a good sort of exercise is to stay patient and then realize that that's actually a good thing. I'm going slower than I think like the maximum speed that I'd set for myself, because hopefully it'll pay off later on in the race. I gotta get at least one video of this. It's crazy. Yeah, there's actually a lot of these kinds of things on the course today. We got this, and then here, gotta be, woo! So yeah, so let's do that. Legs get all wet, and it feels nice for a little bit, then you realize your feet are all wet. So, whew. Hi friends. Whew. So now a little bit more than halfway done with the second lap. Right now, everything feels very peaceful. This is definitely the best part of the course, just in terms of it not being too muddy. Just because a lot of the rest of the course is really hard to run because it's really easy to slip a lot. So it's actually nice to just be able to get a breather here and then slowly just keep on pushing forward. So this part, a little spicy. Whew. And then got another one of these. Yeah, because I feel like because it's hard to see like exactly how deep it is, you basically have to walk through it just so that way you don't accidentally trip or something. All right, good way to wash the feet, I guess. And then I just keep on pushing. All right, so now reaching the third aid station, the second lap again. And wow, it looks like a party. Looks like there are probably more people on the other side than on our side, but just take it nice and easy. Probably eat a little bit right now, and then go on to try to finish second lap. Whew. So the sun has come out, so everything looks really pretty, besides the fact that it's still obviously really muddy. And I feel like it's just going to keep getting worse over the course of the day, and because you've got a lot of runners, you're just going over these trails again and again. So just got to stay tough, keep on pushing. And almost done, I think, with the second lap. All right. So that's the end of the second lap. Woo! Now we're a couple miles into the third lap. Just chugging along. Still got a long day ahead of us. But generally feel okay. Been able to run at a pretty steady pace. And so my hope is that I can keep this up. I stopped for maybe 12, 13 minutes after the second lap just to switch socks and also just like tape up my feet just to help make sure that blisters don't get to me. And I think so far think it's been working okay. I feel like my feet don't hurt as much as I feel like they often have at this stage of the race. So yeah, hope that stays the case. Yeah, so right now I'm just doing the out and back. So between the first and second aid stations, which is a 5-mile segment, there's maybe like a 3.5-4 mile stretch that is just literally an out and back. And just because of the weather, it's been especially muddy. So some parts of it are a little slow going. I think one thing that's really nice is that you get to see lots of people on the course. And so then, a lot of people are encouraging each other, which is really nice to see, especially, at this point into a race, we're probably, I don't know, 8.5 hours in, something like that. So for the out and back, we go all the way out here to this part that's especially muddy. And then what you have to do is you just have to go over this timing mat. It's literally just covered in dirt at this point. Hey, it's not beeping anymore. Hopefully that's okay. Yeah, almost at the end of lap 3. So probably at mile maybe 55, 56 or so. Just taking it easy, feeling okay, and still able to run, which is always something to be thankful for.
Yeah, like every year. Pretty much every year.
No, it seems like it's really good, and all the volunteers are really great, so
Yeah.
enjoy it a lot.
That makes a huge difference. Deal feeling, tons of people, and they have they come out, have people come out and put some crazy fast times up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are familiar with javelina.
Yeah.
It feels like javelina in a lot of ways.
Just did that one.
Oh, nice. I really want to do that sometime. No, I have not done javelina though.
Okay. Oh, okay. You said the last one left a lot higher, and I'm like, what?
No, I did grindstone in Virginia.
Oh, okay. So last year we did Massanutten,
Okay.
which is basically the same Shenandoah River Valley. And I was looking at grindstone as a hard rock qualifier for this year.
Yeah, that's why I did it. Literally, I was like, oh, why did you do this race? I'm talking to everyone there, and they're like, it's literally the easiest hard rock qualifier, we think. So.
But still, a hard rock qualifier is freaking hard. Yeah, and so the problem with that one, if it's anything like Massanutten, in that mountain race, you're basically walking the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's just a complete, it's a hiker's race. It's not a runner's race.
Thank you.
How you doing?
Hey man, I'm good, man. Yeah, thanks for being here. How are you doing?
Thanks for coming out. I'm doing good, bro.
You having fun?
Looking solid. Looking so solid.
Man.
60 miles in.
Hey you guys. Good to see you guys. How are you guys?
What do you need?
Oh man, I'll probably switch. I'll probably switch some of my bandages again. Yeah. So I just started the 4th loop, maybe 10-15 minutes ago, and right now I'm just all alone. So then sunset was right around maybe 6 o'clock. So then now we'll finish the rest of the race in darkness. But it's kind of nice, kind of peaceful. The sun actually was shining pretty brightly for a little bit there, and so actually kind of got a little hot. So actually nice. Now it's actually kind of nice because it's a little bit cooler. So right now, just past probably the 100K mark. Still feeling pretty good. So just take it one step at a time. It's gotten dark now, so get the headlamp out. You're gonna have a good night. Yeah, so maybe by chance, but I'm actually now around a lot more people. Whereas I think much of the last, 6, 7, 8 hours, I was more just by myself, or maybe with 1 or 2 people. But right now, we just perfectly hit sort of this sweet spot where there's a lot of people around, which makes it a little bit easier to run confidently, especially as things start getting a little bit darker. It also helps a little bit with just keeping your spirits high, just knowing that you're doing this with a lot of other people too. So, and then now we're back to the first aid station again, and the atmosphere definitely feels very different now that the sun's gone down. So, whew. So it's kind of the craziest thing, but you know, this lap so far has been a little bit easier to run just because I think I can tell that there's definitely been work that's been done on the trails during the race itself, because there were some parts where it was really muddy, but then on the side they basically, it's like, yeah, would smooth it out in a way that made it way less wet and a lot easier to actually just like run normally on. It is also the case that some of the water has just drained generally, but really kudos to like anyone who's helping to volunteer and helping to make the trails easier to run and also safer at this time of day, because I feel like it'd be really easy, you know, potentially slip and fall on some of these really muddy trails.
Yeah.
And now we're on the leg between the second and third aid stations on the fourth loop, where we're running essentially on the outside boundary of the park to get to the other side. So during the day, this is very beautiful. It's still quite nice, just very nice and peaceful right now. So. All right, so arriving at the last aid station for the fourth loop. A lot of people here right now, just fueling up and making sure they're ready for the last 6 miles to end the loop. So, last time, coming near this big station. Whoa! Man, I will never get used to that. Whew.
How accurate are the distances?
Pretty close.
They are.
Yeah.
I know for this aid station there's like a left turn we have to do,
Yeah.
but can't see anything. Okay, because there's this hill in front of us.
Like, is there bears? No.
Does Texas have bears?
No. They're not here.
Yeah.
Whew. We finished. Oh.
You guys need anything? What's the hour cutoff? I think they said it was 7:15 for the cutoff. Are you starting your final lap? 7:15.